New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring. We invite you to join our prayer broadcast every day at 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Send us your prayer requests or schedule a private prayer session by emailing prayer@ntmedia.org. And now, it's time to pray together.
Hello, folks. Welcome to morning prayer for Monday, April 21st, 2025. My name is Muro. I'm a prayer practitioner here on the New Thought Media Network, and I am absolutely delighted and honored to be able to spend time with you in prayer today. This is a glorious day. It would be a glorious day for any number of reasons. I can start with, I opened my eyes this morning and I could see. And I drew in a breath and I could fill my lungs. I get to pray. I get to be in community. All wonderful reasons to see this as an exquisite, miraculous day. So, if there is anything that you would like prayer for, please know by all means that we love to pray on your behalf. And if you would like a prayer, you can either put something into the comments, and I always check them before I leave in case I start my prayer and I don't see them. So know that I will indeed hold your intention. Or you can send a request this way. This is an online prayer request. It's a form that you can find here at www.ntmedia.org/prayer. And we have a family of ministers and practitioners who are delighted to hold my watch on your behalf, to hold your intention. So never let anything hold you back. Never let anything limit you. Prayer is the answer. And of course, we're affirming. We're not begging and beseeching. We're not asking for anything. We are knowing. And that is powerful. All right. So today I wanted to share this little reading here. This is from Spiritual Economics by Eric Butterworth. And he starts off by quoting Paul from 1 Thessalonians. And he says, in all things, give thanks. And then Butterworth goes on to say, in other words, despite the problems of lack, or even because of them, the need is to get yourself recentered in the awareness of the ever-presence of substance. And the most effective way to accomplish this is by thanksgiving. And so that forms the basis of my intention for today, to be in thanksgiving, and to recognize how being in thanksgiving can literally change my life experience. And in changing my life experience can change the life experience of all that I encounter. So let's take this into prayer. I'll invite you to close your eyes and soften your gaze, whichever is comfortable for you to do, whichever is safe for you to do. Allow yourself to be fully present to this moment, whether you're hearing this live or as a recording. Know that in the divine, there is no time or space. There is no distance. There can be no distance because I start with the knowledge, the remembrance, the recognition that each of us is one in and with the one. That each of us is connected in a way that can never be broken. And that there is literally only one of us here. We are all part of this magnificent, magnificent existence that brings together both our uniqueness as human beings and our uniqueness and commonality within the divine. Because no one and no thing that has ever been created has been done so outside of God, Allah, Gaia, the universe, the thing itself, the power from which all power emanates. And so, knowing that this is indeed true, I know that I can start by remembering, by recognizing, by knowing deeply, not intellectually, but to feel within me, that my birthright as this creation of the one has given me an abundance of capabilities, an abundance of possibilities. And it is my responsibility to open to that. And when I say responsibility, I'm not saying obligation. When I say responsibility, I'm recognizing that I can respond to these wonderful capabilities. I can respond in such a way that I take them and respond to whatever it is that comes my way. Whatever difficulties, whatever obstructions, whatever problems, whatever it might be, I have the ability to draw upon the divine. I have the ability to surrender to the power and the presence of God within. And by doing so, I allow myself to bring that energetic vibration ever higher. If you think of what it feels like when you're sad and you're closed in, there's a lack of energy in that. It's a deadening effect on your energy. But when you open, and when you see the possibilities, and when you open yourself to the possibilities, you open yourself in a way that looks forward to the goodness that always exists around us. We raise our vibration as we acknowledge and bring forth the love of God that is within, the love of God that is all around us, the love of God that is us. We literally create a greater sense of energy, a higher vibration of love. And so this higher vibration enables us to deal with so much. It has been said that we are never given more than we can handle. And while that phrase probably comes from a very different way of looking at God than I personally look at God now, in the past, I looked at God as being outside of me and sort of controlling me in some way, or wanting me to do this but not do that. But now my understanding of God for me, and believe me, this is purely my understanding for me. I want each of us has to come to their own understanding of God. But for me, it's a recognition that I have this capability at all times to deal with whatever occurs, because everything in my life is either a blessing or a lesson. And even in those lessons, even in those difficulties, even in literal tragedy, I have the ability to overcome, to work through, to exceed and to excel and to thrive. It might not look the same each time, and it certainly does not. In all my years on this planet, what I see as wonderful has changed so much. What I see for myself as being health, for example, or what I see for myself as being well-being has changed. I accept that. I acknowledge that. And I see the gift in all of it. I am grateful for the opportunities that I have been given. I am grateful for all that I have learned in my life. I am grateful for being able to express this clearly and openly and honestly, with integrity, with joy. My hope today for each and every one of us is that we can see, no matter what is going on around us, that we can see that there is goodness, that we can see that there are blessings, that we can see clearly and feel deeply that each of us is held in the embrace of God's love at all times. And so I surrender to that power. I surrender to that presence. I release this word to the law which always says yes. And I let God, I let go in thanksgiving, in confidence, in joy. And so it is. This has been such an important, such a beautiful day for me, just for the few hours that I've been awake. I've heard of miracles. I've seen miracles. And it's glorious. Hello, Wayne. Yes, bless humankind, indeed. All right, folks. Before I leave, I want to mention there's a few things here on the New Thought Media Network that you might want to check out. Immediately following this prayer, for example, Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. A few other things. 11 a.m. Mountain Time, the Practical Prayer broadcast. 1 p.m. Mountain Time, Your Doula for Grief with Practitioner Bonnie Gonzalez. 7 p.m. Mountain Time, Sofa Sundays on Mondays. Kind of a recap of all of the different lessons that have gone on for a number of different communities across the spectrum. Hello, Peter. You're very welcome and thank you. It's so good to have you here. All right, folks, I am out of here. I'll see you in a couple of days. Know that you are loved, absolutely loved, and know without a doubt that you are love. I'll see you soon. Namaste.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time, Until then.